Ricky is somehow defying physics and swimming in water. Meanwhile, we got the achievement for getting crafty. Crafty in that Reyn's gone, the idiot. How? He drowned. He's dead now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, we came into the High-Edge Tomb to find and help out Melia. Unfortunately, Reyn got no way and Reyn did the stupid. And now we're trapped down here. So now we've got to fight through the entire high-end security system. And as I mentioned before, what you are going to want to focus on is simply having strong ether defense. Because yeah, these are similar to the enemies that Melia faced. So on their own, it's not that bad. As you can probably tell there. However, there are some things in which you do want I want to keep an eye out for, but we'll get to that in due time. In fact, due time is in right now. You have ambushes from the walls. Oh my god, they're inside the walls. Yep, if you couldn't tell, this is pretty much a gauntlet. But thankfully though, the mini-map is there to help you out, which admittedly is good for player helping, but at the same time though, I think it kind of takes a hit narrative wise, because this is a trap map for prisoners, and the idea was that, you know, if you fall down here, you'd be trapped in a maze for all eternity, and the robots would just slowly whittle away at your health. Having a GPS on there which says, hey, this is the way out, kind of ruins the narrative, so to speak. Yeah. But what do I know? I'm the guy who talk about GPSs. So yeah, this is an element of gauntlets and any outlook or nook that you see, it's gonna have the same thing. So we're probably going to be skipping a lot of these fights because you've seen the fights before, but they're just easier. Especially since we're able to topple and break them now. So while we're doing that, I guess let's talk about the aesthetics. Ricky says as he got smacked on the floor. Oh, Ricky got put on arse! The fight ended and then we get a vision.
We've collected the 5 green diodes. Let's get them to Neroth for the deciphering machine.
Well, that was sudden.
Yeah.
In fact, the music hasn't stopped playing. Vision! If you don't want to have these fights, then I would recommend having an earth cloak on there should you want to avoid them. But I will say it's good for affinity, it's good for building up levels, and as long as you got a decent ether defense, you're pretty much all set and good to go. And now that's all done, what we can talk about is just the aesthetics here. If anyone has played Xenoblade 2 and got to a certain point in the game, you'll notice that the architecture, especially with what we've seen thus far, looks eerily similar. So, you know, it's just a nice retrospective. And also don't worry, if you aren't going in circles, this is the right way to go. if you couldn't tell, these things like to be annoying. But I will say, what you would want to get is the rare drop from the Azul Andos. But I guess one of the things that we can talk about is that they do have art seals, so have good defense. But again, not much to say. If there's one complaint about this area that I will say up front is that I kind of wish A, the attacks weren't as prevalent, and B, a bit more enemy variety would have been nice. Because if you remember back in Colony 9 when we faced enemies similar to this, it kind of takes the mystique and mythos about it if you're fighting the same thing over and over and over again.
And also the fact that Shulk and Reyn don't say anything about it. They don't say like, hey, remember this? It attacked us in Colony 9? Even still, it's interesting because if you think about it, those Andos only came out because they sensed the incoming Mechon attack.
Yeah, that's actually a good point too. Then again, no, perhaps maybe the joke is that they're drones, so perhaps it's meant to be generic. Who to say? You can explore if you want to. There are benefits of doing such thing, but it would appear that we can't make a magic wall of light appear.
Like Melia can.
I guess we're not special enough despite having the Monado, so we are gonna have to do the monkey thing. Also, can I say, doesn't Shulk's animation look a bit janky? It's not as smooth as Charlotte and Ricky's animation. That's really odd. I guess what they make up for in fluid animation, I guess they just make up for in stupidity. Oh, Ricky go climb, wee! But speaking of Ricky, this cutscene coming up. It's one of my favorite Ricky one-lines in the game.
That is a big ball of something.
He'd look fun and sparkle.
It's not attacking us, at least.
What's happening?
Hey, look at that! Another defense mechanism.
At a guess, we're looking at the tomb's guard.
We're not getting past without a fight.
Everyone, Melia needs us. We can't let this thing stop us. No problem. Time to break my record.
You just had to say something, didn't you, Shulk? Looks like it's not attacking us. Woohoo! Okay, so let's have a look at the situation. Reyn pushed the button, Shulk tempted fate, and look what happened. Also, Reyn, time to break your record? What record are you thinking of? Anyway, enough of that. Aruga Rufus. This guy is all about pushing you back and toppling you, as you probably couldn't tell. He just pushed you there. Also, Ricky. Thanks, Ricky. You really took your time there, didn't you? And so we became squares. So yeah. Apart from wanting to push you back and toppling you, he also has an art which boosts up his eager defense. And also has a bit of a physical attack and even attacks to boot. It is kind of, say, a jack of all trades, although I would not say a Luga is like that. But for a moment, I just want to look at the design really quick. It's a Luga that actually has a control device on top of it, so as therefore they give him a bit more banging for his buck. Also, it is kind of eerie that the High Tiers idea of defense is, let's just take existing creatures and enslave them.
Yeah.
How morbid.
I think the Nopon have done that too, though.
Well, at least the Nopon are nice about it. But either way, another thing that they does is Art Seal, and the for attack he has quite bad.
Anyone would think we're not wanted. Are we ever gonna find her?
I think you'll find we had to take the long way because somebody pushed a certain button.
Somebody mean Reyn.
Shut it, hairball. It was just a button.
Relax. She will be fine. This route will lead us to the ritual altar. But time is of the essence.
We've got to hurry. There's no time to lose.
The time is of the essence, so that we're gonna climb really slow like, and hopefully be more sensible. I say as Charlotte nearly went to her death.
Ricky almost pushed her off.
Charlotte no like Ricky yet. Ricky say piss off. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, the AI in places like this, not the best. I can remember vividly back in some of our playthroughs of the original, it's that some of the AI clung on for dear life, and Ricky just seems to be floating on nothing. Ricky defying gravity. Ricky just dicing with death. I wonder if he does as an animation which makes him move a lot. Is his mother gonna move? Give us a second. Nope, I guess Ricky's just gonna stay there, I suppose. Charlotte, meanwhile, can't get never mind. Don't worry, Melia, we're coming to save you. We promise. And you can fight these enemies if you want. However, as we get closer, I would recommend having a party gauge in mind, because trust me, you're gonna see it. If you thought the Luga which we just fought was a bit iffy, well, it's not gonna get easier. Trust me, we'll get over that pretty quickly. And I'll say like a bit of spoilers, but some of the enemies here also focus on lock-on. Keep that in mind. You want to have some resistances to it. Good boy. You kill thing on own. Ricky's so proud of Sugar Boy. And now for those who don't have a memory of a goldfish, it is a good idea to check your corners and check those nooks, because you never know when something like this could come up. This is an alternative path, which we get a second treasury. And that's being opened, we get ruby glasses, and look at that buff. Summon Bolt
Advanced.
This is the first time that we have come across a system like that. But if you thought it's going to be easy, you're wrong. Calm and Zabby. This is a bulky version of the hover ansters, and they start off with barrier, which is a physical protect, and also gives a bit of armor. Blast laser free, that pierces, and as you can tell by Shulk's damage, doesn't mess around. Luckily though, I do find it kind of odd how it's a kindred monster, even though it's really impossible to gauge other enemies at this point. I mean, sound I could probably get behind, and visuals of course it's got that, but still though. Its blast laser is one of its most devastating attacks, because each time it hits, it does knock you back and launch you, which is not good. It's a bit of a disruptor, and it gives the way for that. And also, it also creates paralysis as well. So it is a bit of a hindrance, but I will say though, if you can just survive the laser. I say Charlotte doesn't. If you can get past that attack, it's all good. And this is something I feel like I should have gone over beforehand, and I do apologize for missing it. But piercing. It is an effect which says, "Hey buddy, you got no armor, so enjoy." But easily be blocked off for shield. As long as you've got shield in effect, there's nothing that this thing can outright do to you. Well, but that's it, guys. That's really it. So we'll see you once the calm comes, this thing dies. Do you think that wasn't a feeling, guys? Jesus! Charlotte, Ricky, and yourself healed you. I think Shulk's pretty healed right about now. Just a little inkling. You also dropped a remote unit. You know what? You're gonna need them. As well as all of that goodness. So, in a nutshell, pretty good stuff and very worth your time. How worth your time? I will say this. You know the FIFA glasses that we picked up? They're so good that they could be considered end game good.
Yeah, because they have a level 5 gym in them.
If buffs are all you care about, trust me, you can make good use of that. It can be dangerous when it's in Charlotte or Melia's hands. Elementary, my dear. I forget what the achievement is.
I think it's for killing a certain amount of ether monsters.
Possibly?
We'll have a look after this.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh yes, of course, elementary, my dear Watson. But there's no, like, detective here.
Oh really? Sure you won't shoot yourself in the paw?
Oh no! Ricky need paws!
Charlotte, cut him some slack.
I don't know about you, but now I want to see Ricky with a gun. Ricky, shoot some stuff. Aww, and that's a bit of a shame. Defeat Eve-based monsters. Oh, that's a bit of a shame that they took that out.
What?
In the original, once you got an achievement and you opened up the menu immediately, it would cut to the one you start. And that's a bit of a shame. Bit of a weird omission. But as we go forward and further in, We get the Tower of Trials. And going further up. And now it seems like Shulk's animation has improved. It's pretty weird how they improve Shulk's upward animation, but not his side. Well, I guess it's true. They really forgot how to get Shulk's good side. Hurdy. But we've seen this fight before, and you see what I mean? Just samey fights over and over again. I get the fact that that's meant to be automatous. I don't know what you can do. I guess the other attack that we never got to see last time is emergency alarm, and that brings up more enemies, even though you could tell in the background he did nothing. He just came to watch his friend die. He just came up saying, "Hey Chad, you called me? Oh, seems like you're busy. Alright, I'll just stay in the background over here. Oh, you're dead. Okay, bye."
And Shulk just got hit with a new debuff called Confuse.
Confused, if you need to know what that is, it's just when Shulk or character just runs around and says, "What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?"
And Dunban's Art Peerless can get rid of it.
Indeed.
If he's not confused himself, that is.
That's the 3 Rufus control units we need. We can trade these for the secret club card.
Dunban's going to Tesco? After killing a hover Asda?
You are just using all of the British style jokes, huh? Well, gee, I don't know why I'd come up with one. Bet you can't wait to see more listens. What did you guys do? Rick? Ricky need to get exercising to save Melly. I think we'll leave him hanging and call things there. So, next time, guys, if Ricky doesn't die from exhaustion, we'll continue on and hopefully get the hell out of here and save Melia. So, if you like this episode, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, well then, you know where to go. You can go onto the climbing wall with Ricky. But if you want to subscribe to see more and Ricky's progress to getting buff, then be sure to subscribe and we'll see you guys next time.
You can do it, Ricky.
You can do it with Ricky. Hang in there, kitty Ricky. We'll see you next time. He's gonna be a while.